Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum friends. Today we will discuss how much money you can make with Uber. For newcomers who want to drive for Uber, especially those immigrating to Canada from other countries, they often dream of driving for Uber once they arrive. Uber has so many drivers now that they are being forced to lower their rates. Those who have recently purchased new cars to drive for Uber are facing significant difficulties. Many times you will find 15 to 20 Uber drivers waiting at the same location for a single passenger. This has created an oversupply of drivers, making it difficult for Uber to control the situation. A few months ago, Uber used to pay around $45 for trips over 50 kilometers. However, today for the same distance, Uber pays only $20. This gives you an idea that Uber has cut its prices by approximately 50%. The second major reason for the difficulties faced by Uber drivers is that people coming from other countries want to earn easy money, but they lack skills. They have basic education which is not beneficial in Canada. Without any skills, they resort to driving for Uber, resulting in an oversupply of drivers. The biggest scam here is related to cars. When someone new arrives, they first obtain a driver's license and their dream is to buy a new car. They want to use it for Uber or personal use, thinking it will generate income. Buying a new car can be exciting, and people often feel proud and happy when they purchase one. They take photos and videos, sending them to their families back home, beaming with pride. However, they are unaware of the dark future that awaits them. It's just the beginning of their struggles, and soon they will realize that their happiness was short-lived. The money they earn will be spent on paying back installments to Toyota, Honda, BMW, Tesla, and other expensive cars. They will be trapped in a cycle of debt, regretting their decision to buy a new car. If you buy a $50,000 car and drive it for 4 to 5 years, its value will drop to $20,000. You will lose money and you will be paying installments for many years. But that's not all. You will also have to pay for parking, which can range from $100 to $150 per month. And the most significant expense is insurance, which can be as high as $400 per month for newcomers. This is a substantial burden, especially considering that you will have to pay these expenses even if you are not driving for Uber. If your car is parked and not in use, or if you are ill and cannot drive, you will still have to pay for the installments, parking fees, and insurance premiums. People get stuck in this problem and try to find a way out. My advice is to avoid this and instead learn a skill. That way, you would not need to invest in a car. Acquiring skills will earn you a good income, provide satisfaction, and not require investing your own money. Driving for Uber is not a viable way to making a living. The interest-based system in this country has entrapped the entire community and no one can escape it. Everyone is caught up in it in some way, and once you are in, it's hard to get out. If someone claims that they are earning $300 to $400 per day, I assure you that they are probably not sleeping for more than an hour a day. Their eyes are likely bloodshot from lack of sleep, and they are completely ruined their health. I have seen hundreds of Uber drivers at the airport waiting for a few passengers. Downtown, there are more Uber drivers than public transport. My advice to newcomers is to think 1,000 times before buying a car, especially if you are only planning to drive for Uber. Please, for your own sake, avoid it, otherwise, you will get trapped in a whirlpool that I cannot even describe. I have spoken to countless Uber drivers, interviewed them, and come to the conclusion that you should avoid buying a new car for Uber.